Hey YouTubers, this is the 1/18 Pro Dirt rock crawler by Newbright. Stock, they're really slow. They won't crawl up much of anything. It's been modified to accept a 9.6 volt nickel metal hydride rechargeable battery. To look up in there, you can see the time of plugs that are normal time of plugs for this type of battery. It's been wired into it. Stock, it won't hardly crawl, but see the steering's really good. Got plenty of power. I'll show you a little bit of crawling. If you've ever seen these on YouTube, you know they cannot crawl these type of rocks. And here's a little sample of what kind of power it has. They just power over almost anything in its path. Almost as good as a hobby goes. Normally the truck wouldn't even be able to do this. Wouldn't even have the power to pull itself. Tires aren't that sticky, but it's okay. Indoors on cloth, it does really good. One thing about upgrading it like this, you can run it for maybe 5 to 8 minutes, and the motors will get kind of hot. And once it slow down, you don't want. Okay, now here's the modifications and how you do it. Underneath the body, you're going to see a couple points for screws. Right there, right there, right up in there, and there. That's for the body. You can actually see the post, these little posts right here. That's where the screws will be. Just pop the body out. Take the antenna off, feed it through the body. I'll show you. It looks stock. It's nothing different besides that plug connector for the battery. Underneath here, all I've got is just a rubber band clipped on it here, holding it. See the normal battery tray still in there. Unhook this battery. Yeah, battery. Okay. Take this battery tray out. If you look in here, that's not the only battery that it has. There are 2 batteries that face the front of the truck. These two batteries have to be plugged in for the steering to be optional. I mean, you cannot run the steering unless these two batteries are in here. And I'll show you the loop system that they have on Newbright that makes it like that. Got two screws on the top, one here, and one right there. We'll take those out. Pop the top off. Feed the antenna through. There's a circuit board. Right here. And right here are the connections. The one towards the back is the ground for the battery. This is the positive on the front of the vehicle for the positive of the battery. And this goes to this connector. Make sure you have them right. And this small wire right here runs to the circuit board, runs down to the battery tray for these two batteries. That wire is already there, so you ain't got to worry about anything. You just make sure that you've got two pop in regularly in order to steer it. If you don't have them in, it'll just go. It won't have any steering at all. Now I've soldered these on. It's not very hard. If you don't have any soldering experience, ask somebody to help you. That's pretty much how you do that mod. And you just tuck the cord away up in the sides here. Tuck it away, run it behind the shock, put the cover back on, and screw it back down. There's a little slot in this cover. It's going to run the wires out, but there's still not enough room. So you just get it to fit where you want it to be. Screw it back down, put your body back on, and you'll have a Newbright Pro Dirt rock crawler that's worth crawling around with. Has plenty of power. And I was trying to say in the previous part of the video, watch the motor temperatures. Feel on top of the motor casing box every once in a while. Put your thumb on it, see if it's hot. 5 to 8 minutes of run time. It will start slowing down if it gets too hot. Just don't overdo it. You know, crawl 5 to 10 minutes at most, 5 to 8 minutes. You know, give her a break. The battery will last for, you know, at least 3 or 4 not charging sessions, sorry, but running sessions. Every time you run it for like 5-10 minutes and turn it off and go back to crawling later on after the motor's cooled down, and it'll be fine. It's an awesome little truck. Way more flex than the Maestro. And now that it has way more power than the Maestro, it's actually better than the Maestro. I've seen their mods, the 9.6 mod, and it does not even have the torque of this thing. Not even close. This is how you do it. Like I said, you still have to put 2 batteries in there for the steering. Hope y'all can figure it out. Have a good time with it. I know I did. And was worth every bit of it. So I'm going to pop this on YouTube and have fun modding.